Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? I'm literally sitting in our hotel room now. I just got back from a family like pre-wedding dinner. What is that? It's like where you meet the other family. So we had to sit down and like I don't know, say hello to other people that we don't know and lots of hugs and kisses and oh, you're part of that family and this family. So it's like midnight here. Right now we just got back. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go outside in a minute. If we can be really really quiet, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna show you some more of the water and stuff outside. I am severely sunburned. I was outside too much today, and my face looks like a tomato. But it is so cold here. It makes no sense. I've got crazy sunburn and heat stroke. Yeah, it is freezing. Like you have to wear like jackets and jumpers. It's so cold. I know the camera's not on. I will post it if I can figure out uh, branding overlay. Oh yeah, maybe we can do that. Give me a second. I might be able to show you. Maybe I can show you what my face looks like. Hold on. I can't show you on this camera, but let me just double check. Uh, yeah, I could probably show you this. Yeah, sure. All right. Let me upload this photo. Done. And then we'll go outside. I'll show you the river at night. So this is our hotel bathroom when we got home from dinner before. Excuse my clothes for having a shower before. Let's see if we can see. I don't know if you guys can see it, but my face is like bright red. It's like a lobster. It's what I looked like just like 10 minutes ago in our hotel. I just got back. My face looks like super bright red. It's ridiculous. Um, yeah, so I'm feeling a little weird. I feel a little sunburnt right now. Yeah, sorry it's in my bathroom. Is there any place I could figure out? Hey Sherry, good to see you. Good to see you. Marilyn just says ping having fun. It's been somewhat fun. It's been a really hectic day. Today, unfortunately, there was something going on in Melbourne. The rest of our family was supposed to fly in earlier today, but something happened with their plane where the original plane they were supposed to be on was broken. Like it was had to be repaired. So they downgraded the plane to a smaller plane. So not everyone could fly to here. And half of our family got selected to go on the flight, and the other half got told they can't fly. There's not enough room on the aircraft. Anyway, my mother-in-law was begging the people at the airport that she's like, that's my daughter that's getting married tomorrow. Like I have to be there. You have to find a way. So they got them on a late flight out of Melbourne, and they didn't get here till about an hour before the wedding dinner. And we were late to the wedding dinner to the point like the bride was so upset. She was so worried that her family wasn't going to be there. And when we got there, she was very thankful, but I think we freaked her out just a little bit. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, the sunburn is real. The sunburn is real. The sunburn is bad. Let me take that down. Sorry. No one wants to see my stupid face. Hold on. How do I take this down? Sorry, everything's different on here. All right, there we go. All right, do you guys want to go see the river? All right, we can go see the river, but you have to promise to be really quiet, okay? Because we're in a hotel and it's like 1 a.m. in the morning. So if you want to come on an adventure with me and I can turn the camera on, you all have to be promised to be super quiet. All right, hold on. Let me get my shoes. All right, all right. Let me go find Mrs. Ping. She's got the key. I think she's out there. Hold on. Let me go. All right, let's go see the river. Can I have the key?
Where are you going?
Okay.
Why?
Yeah, all right, bye. All right, come here so we can go to the river. All right. I'm going to take you to go see the river. All right. Let's go down here, and then I'll tell you about this true crime. Did you guys hear about this story that came out yesterday about a guy who rocked up to a police station with like a dead body and a lawyer? I'll tell you about that in a minute. But here, I don't know if you guys can see, it's so dark out here. We might get in trouble. This is the river down here. It's actually right in front of you guys, but it probably looks black. But there's water right here. Hold on. Let's get to where there's lights. There's lights like all the way at the end here. All right, yeah, you promised to behave, and I'll show you the river. Oh, there's a bridge up here. Okay. All right, I'll take you to the bridge. Oh, you guys might be able to hear the river. Yes, staying right on this area where the water is. So I've got sunstroke, and it's like 5 degrees out here. How does that work? I don't know. Oh, there's some lights. Okay. So here's the water right here. I don't know how well it shows up on the camera, but there you go. It's like a whole river over here. It's a shame it doesn't show up that good on the camera. Yeah, there's a whole river. There's like a bridge here. You guys can hear the water. It's actually right now it's high tide. All the water's coming back into the area. Earlier it was like low tide. You could walk across this like river if you wanted to. Hey, you can see my feet. Oh my god. Ping. You wear socks with sandals. I do when I'm on holiday. From Home Improvement, I might be. I'm not gonna fall in, I promise. I wish I could show you more, but it might have to wait till daytime. But yeah, we're out here. Actually, I'm far away from everyone's room, so I can kind of hang out and talk to you. Yeah, hold on. Let me grab this story. Where's my stories? All right. I hope you guys can still hear me. If this page will load, the Wi-Fi is terrible here. Hold on. Come on, Wi-Fi. Be friends. Come on, Wi-Fi. Come on, Wi-Fi. No, the Wi-Fi. Here we go. Now we're back into the good Wi-Fi. Apparently, the good Wi-Fi is on the other side of the bridge. All right, there we go. Yeah, they're saying here, sheriff shares new details on son accused of murdering father in Livingston County. I don't know if you all saw this. They say new details have come to light about a convicted felon charged with murdering his father, whose body he reportedly turned in Monday night to the Livingston County Sheriff's Office. Very strange. His name is Richard Flugel Jr., 30, of Rochester, and he's now facing murder, weapon, and evidence tampering charges for the death of his father. His father is 60 years old. He was also named Richard, as you can guess, because the other one is Junior, and the father is Senior. Anyway, they're saying he was arraigned and pleaded not guilty Tuesday evening. Who just brings a dead body to the sheriff? I don't know. They said the homicide scene is believed to be on Bonner Road, where Flugel Jr., I'm going to say that's his name, was trying to start a marijuana grow operation through the state. They say you have two scenes here. You have the scene, the original scene, pulling in the parking lot, the deceased body in the car. That's a scene. Doherty said, we believe that the actual crime scene is on Bonner Road, and that's why the charge for murder and the weapons charges is in another county, and the tampering is in a different county. So, yeah. How does this work? They said here, Doherty said while he was in the parking lot of the sheriff, this is a suspect, was in the sheriff's office parking lot, he turned in his father's body, and he was not the one who called the 911 center reporting it. I don't know what happens here or how you get dead bodies in your vehicle all the time. But yeah. I don't know why it's so cold here. You tell me. I have no idea. I don't I don't know. It's freezing. It's freezing. But yeah, it's cold. So yeah. Am I Wilson from Home Improvement? I don't think I'm Wilson. I don't think I can turn the camera around. Hold on. No, that's not it. We have to go to more settings. Camera. Yeah, see, I'm here, but I look like a ghost, alright? So, I don't... I look a bit like a... I'm a bit red right now, and I look a bit weird in the dark, but that's just, the price we have to pay to have the front-facing camera, okay? So, I look like a murderer. I could be the next murderer on the TV show. You let me know, I could be. Should I do the shows from like this from now on, walking around? I could be one of those people who do vlogs. I reckon I could do that. Maybe we should do that from now on. We could become like a vlogging channel. Does that sound like fun? I could do like travel tips for people who only travel to weddings. That'd be great. All right, hold on. I have to do this with all those front-facing back camera too. All right. No, that didn't work. All right. There we go. We're back. Sorry, I get a bit nervous without my microphone in front of me. Get a bit nervous. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it right now. Oh my god! I have to go inside. I have to pause the camera. Hold on, just for privacy reasons. 1 second. It's all right. I can talk to you guys, but I have to be very quiet. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right. No, nothing happened. We went for a walk. Went up to the bridge. Went and saw nothing because it's pitch black. It's so dark out there. Oh my god, it's freezing. I'm so cold. So I have sunstroke, and it's so icy cold. My hands are freezing. Hey guys, how are you? We're in the hotel room. Mrs. Ping's here. Say hello.
Hello.
She's here. Yeah, I'm not in Hobart. I'm not in Hobart. I'm in Tasmania, but I'm not in Hobart. I'm not in Hobart. Do a graveyard. I don't know. I don't know if there is one around here that we could go to. Did you see a graveyard anywhere around here?
No.
There's water. There's water everywhere. Okay, I believe you're not Wilson. I think it's the first time I've seen all of your face. Now I'm scared. Yeah, I did like sort of like the vlog style like this. Yeah, but it's so dark. Hopefully they can't identify me. Otherwise, I might end up a murdered person. All right, hold on. All right, so I'm back on the bed. See, I can show you, but look, it's literally just a bed. Hello, hi. It's just a bed. I don't think you guys want to see that. I plan to do a big live stream in the morning sometime. That we can do our draw. I've got everyone's names, and we figured out a way to do the draw because I can't share like when I'm at home. I can share different screens with you, like different stories and movies, and I can't do that on the road. So what we are going to do, I'm going to film Mrs. Ping's phone while it does the draw for the hoodies, okay? So we've got the names, I'll put them into her phone and do the spinner, and I'll point my camera at her phone, and you guys will be able to see it take place live in the morning, okay? I don't know. Why are there no people in the street? Do you know we were just in a main town here, a pretty big main town. It was like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. There was no one. It was like a ghost town. We saw like two young people. We're like, oh my God, a rarity, a rare sighting. There was no one there, like no one. It was weird. There was like no clubbers. There was no people at the bar. It was a weird town, weird town. Penguin, by the way, Penguin, thank you very much for your donation. I did see that come through this morning sometime. I saw the email while I was here in Tasmania. I hope tomorrow that we're not doing anything until the afternoon. I have a lot of free time with the flight complications today and with us traveling the day before. It's sort of been a bit of a mess for the last 24 hours, but the next 3 days, we have the wedding tomorrow, but it's not until late in the afternoon. So I really don't have anything to do until the wedding. So I'm gonna hang out with you guys. We're gonna do the draw. We'll talk heaps of true crime. By the way, I did read up on uh, the Hannah Kobayashi. I read up on everything. Very interesting. You know, very early on, that green card thing was filtering around the underground like since the beginning of the Hannah saga. There were people talking about that she was in a green card relationship. I think dating back from probably the first week she was reported missing. Now, if these people are to be believed that were in the Daily Mail, who are quoted as people that she worked with in Hawaii, then I would be, you know, very. y- It's it's interesting to me that it took so long for everyone to catch on of what was going on with Hannah and you know what the situation actually was. There was plenty of people saying like it's not what it seems. There seems to be two different sides of the story pushing a different agenda here, and that's that. If you read that story and you believe it, it definitely seems that way. That there was more multiple parties who were pushing separate agendas to do with what ended up being not really a missing person. It ended up being a person who was trying to run away from a different part of her life. Runaway is not even the word I would use. She just, it sounds to me that she got herself into a little spot of bother, decided the best way to do that would be to remove herself from the situation. Like that's what I got from it. Um, Friday the 13th, yeah, maybe that's what caused all the flights to break up this afternoon. Sherry says only 8:25 a.m. here in Indiana. I have to get up and get ready for work. Not you're not superstitious? I think my family is now after what happened today. I tell you, if I could tell you every single thing that happened, like my father-in-law is so upset. He's just he's just not good with the stress. The fact their flight, the first one got cancelled, then they got pushed to a flight 5 hours later, which made them an hour late for their own daughter's like wedding dinner. And then when they got here, there was some monetary issues with different hotels and stuff that they had to figure out. He's had a hell of a day. I feel so sorry for my father-in-law. He's had a hard day. Hey Reby, how are you? We just went outside. If you go back in the chat, go back in the video, you'll see that we were just outside for a bit. We were just hanging out by the water, which in the morning when I get more light, I'll take you out there and I'll show you where we were when there's daylight. I'll take you up there and you guys can have a look tomorrow. Yeah. Hey Juicy Jules, how are you? Yeah, we're enjoying it. It's been okay so far. I mean, I think I miss my cats. I miss my cats a lot. Having to put them in a cattery was really hard. I didn't like leaving Muffin because Muffin's like a big baby and he doesn't really like being away from home or, you know, me or anything like that. He just likes being in his own environment and having to remove him from his own environment was really tough. Like he gets freaked out that you're never going to come back for him, and I can't wait to see him on Tuesday because he's just gonna be like, "Oh my God, my dad's here! My dad's gonna take me home." He's gonna be so happy. Yeah, it was Qantas. Yeah, it was Qantas issues. 100%. Yeah, 100% Qantas. Yeah, it's been fun. We've had a lot of fun. Hey, if you go back in the stream, you'll see me looking like a serial killer walking down the boardwalk. So, yeah, the drone issue. Someone has to tell me what's going on in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. I don't understand. I've seen all these articles and videos of these drones that sort of look like aeroplanes. They sort of could be drones. They look like lights in the sky that are shaped in aeroplane. But the fact they're originally in Pennsylvania or New Jersey and now they're somewhere else, they keep spreading. Where are these drones coming from? And who's operating them if the FBI, the FAA, and the local police and sheriff have no idea who is operating drones in their own county? I think that's really strange. All right. Yeah, Muffin's a big sook. I think serial killers do wear socks with their sandals. I think they do. I think that's what makes them serial killers. Hey, Reby, how are you? Good to see you. Me too. Oh, guys, I wish I wasn't so messed up. I wish I wasn't so what do you call it? Heat stroked. I could barely keep my thoughts together. But I miss you guys a lot. Doing the show every day is a therapeutic outlet, not just for you guys, but for me too. I get to talk and I don't know. I get to sort out my thoughts about different cases I'm following with all of you, and being away for like 5 days is definitely an interesting experience. It's really messed up my entire routine. By the way, by the way, the 49ers, my God, what is going on with that team? That today I watched the Thursday Night Football with the 49ers. Man, what the hell? How do you score 6 points in an entire game of football and lose by 3 points? How does that work? You're like, we played very hard game today. We only lost by 3 points, but we only scored 6 points. It was a real team effort to lose and to not win. They were both, the 49ers are definitely broken. LMS says we had them too in Western North Carolina, not for the Helen recovery. Interesting. Iris Girl says, just dropped my son off at school. Oh, hope he's going to have a good day at school. Hold on, can we stream stuff on here? How do we do that? Post, layout, stream. All right, that did not work. That did not work trying to. No, that doesn't work. Is there a way to stream stuff? Settings, stream info? No, that's not it. I don't know if you can do it on a phone. I don't, well, I think if we had made it to the playoffs, McCaffrey may have been able to come back. His PCL injury is only like a 4-week injury, but because the Niners can't reach the playoffs, it effectively ends his season with the 49ers this year. Get on the NBA. I don't follow the NBA very much, I'm not an NBA person. Reby says we have some crime happening. Police helicopters out and flying low. I feel like I'm in Compton. You're just in the Australian Compton. By the way, did anyone hear of the story out of the Northern Territory? It was all over the news today in Australia. Something about locals being really up in arms about a small child having their skull crushed and fractured by a home invasion, and people were up in arms about it. I wonder if I can find it. How do I get to my? It's all very different on the phone, unfortunately. Let's go here. Let's go here. Northern Territory, NT. No, that's not how you spell that. Northern Territory home invasion baby injured. Yeah, so it's here. The headline reads, "Frustrated, Scared, Hurt. Northern Territory Chief Minister horror after baby left with fractured skull during alleged home invasion." They're saying that Operation Ludlow will now focus on more suburbs after the 2-month-old baby was left with serious head injuries and its mother was also assaulted during an alleged break-in in Larapinta, west of Alice Springs. They say the alleged crime also prompted a response from the Northern Territory Chief Minister, who described it as totally unacceptable. Yeah, I mean, for a child to suffer a fractured skull in a home invasion robbery is appalling. I mean, I can imagine why the community is up in arms. They say here, police responded to reports 2 men had invaded the home with 1 woman and 4 children inside. The woman was holding a 2-month-old baby when one of the men allegedly assaulted her with a blunt weapon. Her handbag and car keys were allegedly stolen before the teenagers fled the scene on foot. The woman and her baby, who sustained serious head injuries, the baby, were taken to Alice Springs Hospital. The baby was then flown to Adelaide for more treatment. The baby is currently in a stable condition today at the Women's and Children's Hospital in Adelaide. Yeah, I mean, I can understand why that community is very angry. Very angry. Ruby says, I didn't know about that one, but there was a home invasion in my town last night. Home invasions are getting out of hand, especially even in Melbourne. Catatonic said 8 weeks old. Right, and to have a fractured skull, like babies when they're that age, their skulls have not developed yet. So they are, you know, they are more susceptible to brain injuries. Any type of skull fracture or any injury which impacts the skull region, because the holes in their skull cranium haven't set yet or grown over, it really makes them susceptible to really bad brain injuries, unfortunately. Yeah, 2 months old. There's people out there who are just obviously, I don't know, they care more about what they can get out of a situation rather than um like whether anyone gets hurt. Yeah, let me see if I can find the Hannah thing. Hannah. No, that's not how you spell Hannah, but sure. Yeah, Hannah Kobayashi has been found safe, says new law enforcement. Yep. Hope she's doing okay. You know, it makes me question though, if this is all what happened, what is up with Ryan's death then? That really puzzles me. Why did her father feel the need to do that? If everyone had a decent idea within her family about why she went to LA and then further afield to Mexico, and if while in Mexico, why did she not reach out to her mom or someone she could trust? If it's not her mom, then her sister, or I don't know, anyone, to say, you know, hey, I heard about my dad, like, what the F, leave me alone. It took another, 2 weeks after Ryan's death for her to come forward and tell police she's all right. I mean, I get what's going on, but it's just, I don't know. There's still a lot of questions here. They say a post made to the fundraiser, that's the fundraiser that the family had, has since said the family would be turning donations off and that they would honor any claims submitted for a refund. Damn right you will. And they said, we are turning donations off, and any donor who would like a refund can submit a claim by December 18th and it will be honored. No. People can submit claims to GoFundMe. I think it's up to 6 months after a campaign closes for a refund. You can't put a time limit of December 18. So I find that weird. They say in a statement her family said on Wednesday they were incredibly relieved and grateful that Hannah has been found safe. Are you sure she's not with, the sex traffickers and the drug people in LA? Because, that's what you spent 2 months telling us or whatever, a month. Her father ended up traveling to LA shortly after she vanished to help in the search and ended up taking his own life over her disappearance. And then they say here, the Daily Mail can reveal that she had been on a flight alongside her new green card husband, an Argentinian. His name is Alan, and she had been hoodwinked or was trying to hoodwink immigration officials into believing their marriage was genuine and that she was going to be paid $15,000 for her role in the green card scam, to the point where apparently she had tried to get people within her work. She worked at a sort of like dispensary in Hawaii, and she tried to get some other workers involved with it when she was back there. So apparently it was her friends or the people she worked with. They were the ones leaking out online a lot of these details about this green card scam or whatever you want to call it. They were the ones posting on Reddit and Twitter. Like, that information started leaking out very early on, but it was really hard to verify it. And a lot of people had heard it or seen the posts or whatever, but at the time it sort of sounded really far-fetched. But now you put stuff together, it doesn't sound that far-fetched. Vicky, I don't know how to put that up. Can we put that up? Why would it do that? Hold on. Come on, you silly thing. Let's keep going. Oh, hey, Vicky. Oh, there we go. Vicky, thank you very much for the super chat, my friend. I really appreciate it. It's good to see you. What did you say? You said... Vicky says, having my morning coffee with Ping. Wonderful. Hey, thank you, my friend. It's good to see you. Let's see. Kelly says, could have been severe sleep deprivation drove him insane. I don't know if we're ever going to know what really happened to Ryan. I feel like there may be more to that story again that we're not being told. The thing that troubles me about the whole Hannah Kobayashi thing, according to sources that spoke to different newspapers, her family were well aware of this green card marriage, like well aware. They knew about it. They knew about her ex-boyfriend or whatever. A lot of this information was internally known throughout her family, and they still tried to play it as if she'd been sex trafficked out of LA. And I think that does a disservice to people who really are victims of that type of crime. Because when you do stuff like that, you dilute the need and the interest in people who might be able to help. People go, oh, it's just another Hannah Kobayashi situation. Maybe this girl isn't being trafficked either. Let's just not worry about it. We're probably getting scammed or something. Not saying that's what they did. I'm just saying that's a perception that they give out, unfortunately. And it takes away from other victims. Not that Hannah's not a victim, just saying it takes away from other types of victims. So it's sad. To me, it's sad. It's sad all the way around. Sad that a guy had to die. Sad that a grown woman, 30 years old, felt the need to run away from her life in Hawaii due to her own personal choices. And then when she tried to make a decision to separate or isolate herself from the situation, her family went, oh my God, she's missing and someone stole her and abducted her. And she's definitely living in a crack den in LA. And that's like not what happened. So, Yeah, the family 100% knew. 100%. They led the public on for a long. I was saying it for weeks, and people were like emailing me saying like how can you be so careless? How can you be so like not thoughtful about the family? And I was like, all I do on this channel is advocate for victims and their families. If I really thought that these people needed the help, I'd be banging on about it every friggin' show I could. But it came across as weird, and I don't know how else to put it into words, but it was the interviews that people like, what's her name, Pigeon or whatever. It was those interviews that she was doing on like NBC, ABC, Fox News, out down at the search location. They just came across as not genuine, and I hate to say that because someone did die. Ryan died, and Hannah's still in probably not a great situation. But that Pigeon lady, or what's her name, Pigeon or Pigeon, she just came across as really unauthentic, and I think that's what like turned a lot of people off early on. Just my opinion, but from me watching it, it didn't feel right. It felt like there was something. It felt manufactured. That's the word I'm looking for. For me, when I was watching those interviews and the whole thing surrounding Hannah, it didn't feel genuine. It felt very manufactured. Like they were trying to manufacture a narrative for the public to digest that we could all get excited over. And it kind of worked until it didn't, until the details didn't match up, until the news wasn't forthcoming. That's when people started questioning what the hell's going on here. And that, everything went backwards very quickly from that point. Yeah, and it's sad because it makes people, even people like me, question other people, and that's sad because we should try and trust people when they ask for help. That's to be human, right? To be human is to help, and I feel like it makes you second guess, and I don't like that. Sherry says I have 5 bedrooms and 3 full bathrooms, plenty of rooms. Is this like Jenga? Are we supposed to like guess the rooms or something? I don't know. Some people just want to create drama. Yeah. Do you all want to know the funniest story? I don't know if it was a guy or a girl. They emailed me, it was like last week, and they said, Ping, your show's so boring. You need to do something to like jazz it up. They're like, start talking about rumors and, you know, try to get people excited. And I was like, the whole aim of this channel is the exact opposite of that. It's to not spread rumors. It's to not be sensationalist. And it was funny. It was an interesting email. I wonder if I could show it to you one time. They wrote like 3 paragraphs on how I could improve my channel by becoming a drama channel. It was a well thought out email, just not something we're going to do. Oh, no. I've moved 2 family members in who were in need. Oh, yeah, I remember. You told me. I remember. You told about last time. Vicky says, I agree. Ping the whole family seat up. I agree with you, Vicky. All right. Let's see. It sounds like a Hallmark movie. I reckon, Sherry, we could get a publisher involved. We could write a script. I reckon Hallmark would definitely buy it. They'd love it. What we could call it 5 bathrooms or whatever, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and a heart full of love. Now premiering on 9 p.m. on Hallmark Channel. It's like with Sherry. That's right, true crime facts. Just read a Sarah Boone letter. I don't know a ton about Sarah Boone. I know that my friend Hella from Excited Utterance, she does a lot she knows a lot and does a lot on Sarah Boone. She's pretty funny. Don't change anything. I'm not changing anything. I just read the emails. Like I said, I'll read everyone's comments. I'll read everyone's emails. I didn't say I'd take everyone's advice. I just said I'd read what you have to say. But I do. I read even the negative ones. So, all right. What time is it? All right, it's like 48 past. Let's see if I get one more story out for tonight. Let's do some catch up. What else do I have? What else do I have on here? I'm so disconnected from the world right now. I'm so into my news every day, and now I'm not sure what's going on out there. It's like, are people still posting on TikTok? Is that what's going on? Have we missed a trend? What's going on in true crime? Just trying to see if there's any updates here to anything we had been following. No, no, that's not it. All right, let me check one more place. Let me check one more place. Where is it? Let's see if our friends at Crime Online have anything interesting. What's this? New York governor will sign extradition warrant as soon as grand jury hands down indictment for Luigi Mangione. So that's our CEO killer. So what are they waiting on? An extradition warrant. They're waiting on a grand jury indictment though. Okay. We'll see what happens with that. Oh, we told you about the crazy Western New York man who was charged with murder after he brought his father's body and a defense attorney to the sheriff's office. That is very strange. Actually, this one's interesting. Hold on. Hold on. We have a good one here. They say here a Montana man has been charged with murder after he admitted he has strangled a missing woman, put her body in a suitcase, and disposed of the suitcase in a dumpster in the Great Falls area. A Great Falls sanitation truck picked up the trash from a dumpster and deposited it in a landfill northeast of the city. Alicia Wood, 46, was reported missing on November 30. She was last seen November 22nd. Wood's car was found crashed and abandoned on December 1. Police found various bloodstains described as being blood splatter on the passenger and driver sides, both on the interior and the exterior, including handprints that appear as if someone dragged their hand across the car's locking mechanism. They found a bullet casing on the floorboard of the vehicle. The suspect's name is William Glenn Olson, 29. He was initially questioned about the disappearance on December 2nd when he told detectives he'd last seen her on November 10. After telling investigators he had no idea where she was, he refused to answer any further questions without an attorney. The next day, investigators learned that Olson had several warrants for his arrest, including one for violating conditions on a DV assault. In a subsequent interview, Olson told detectives he and Wood were fighting at her home in Conrad, and that he put her in a headlock and strangled her. He stuffed her body into a hard-shell suitcase, put the suitcase into the trunk of Wood's car, then drove to Great Falls, about 60 miles away. There he dumped the suitcase containing Wood's body into a dumpster. Investigators launched a search at the High Plains landfill on December 4 and are still searching for her body. Court documents say that Olson is charged with deliberate homicide and tampering with evidence. His bond right now is set at $1 million. Yeah, there you go. $1 million. And they're saying he is responsible for a missing woman out of the area, Alicia Woods. I can't say I remember Alicia Wood. I'm not sure. Here, let me see if I can download this. Open. Download image. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can upload this image for you of her. We can do images, we just can't seem to do anything else. We just can't share screens for some reason. It's interesting. No, I don't want to I don't want to do that. Yeah. All right, come on. You have to upload. There we go. So this is her. This is the missing woman right here. Her name's Alicia Wood, and her death sounds horrific based on the details that we just read out. That was in Montana. Don't hear too many cases out of Montana that often. But yeah, that man charged with deliberate homicide and tampering with evidence in connection with the disappearance of the 46-year-old Alicia Wood. Yeah, this is one we're gonna have to look into some more. It's interesting that he admitted to police that he strangled her by placing her in a headlock, then put her body in a hard shell suitcase, then put the suitcase in the trunk of her own car, and then drove her to Great Falls, where he placed the suitcase into a dumpster. Sounds very much like Skibisky out of Canada, who would take vulnerable women and then dispose of them in that way. He would literally, treat them like trash. Yeah, good night, everyone. I'm going to get out of here in a second, too. Good night, Kim. Sorry, I can't read. It's very small. We are waiting to get an appointment at a well-known neurological behavioral clinic in Methodist Hospital in Indianapolis to get the best treatment for your husband going forward. Help in home respite care. I hope they give you the funding. That'd be good. Sorry, I had to yawn. I didn't want you guys to hear it. It is a lot. It is a lot. Yeah. Hold on. Let me check something. All right. All right. All right. Hey, Dyslexia. How are you, my friend? It's good to see you. Um, it's like 1 a.m. If I don't stop the stream in a minute, I literally won't get up in time to do like a much longer 2-hour stream tomorrow where we can go look at the river, we can go into town and talk about more true crime, okay? And we can do that big draw in the morning. I'm sorry it didn't get done today. I was hoping to have a lot more free time today, but trying to run around trying to get extra flights and this out of Melbourne and get family members here for the wedding, it turned into a giant cluster F. You know, I don't know how they pick people to go on the aeroplane, but to try and split a family of 9 people up and say, well, you can make it to your daughter's wedding, but you can't is horrific. So it's been a really long day, but the wedding dinner went well. It was really nice. Food was good. Got to meet the groom's family, which I hadn't met before. I know them, but I haven't met them. And we had a great time. His mom is very, very nice, and uh, there's an inside joke. I don't think I can tell it to you. Yeah, I can't tell it to you because it involves real names and stuff. But just know this, that Ping was the very first Ping in the family, and that this other groom has the same name, so we'll call him Ping too. But I was here first, and he came second, so they started calling me Ping in whatever in quotations, Ping in quotations, and they called me Ping Senior, and I was like, yeah, I like that, and they started calling him Ping Junior, and I was like, yes, I have won. It's not even my wedding this weekend, but I have won. I have won the battle between the two of us, and he is now my child. So, no, so it was a good joke. His mum was fully supportive of it. Fully supportive of it. So it was a fun dinner. We had a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh my God. Uh, Trish sent me an email the other day, and she showed me a photo of of Ping. No, you know why it's called Ping 2? Is because that's what I told her to call it. Ask her. I sent her an email. She showed me the aquarium setup, and I was like, you should call it, because she goes, oh, this is your namesake's new aquarium. And I was like, you can call it P2 for short. And she's like, oh my God, that's a great name. So it's pretty funny. Yeah, that's right. I'm the OG. Yeah, it'll be fun. Look, we love the groom, and he's a nice guy, and it'll be a fun wedding tomorrow. Maria says, good you and Mrs. Ping are out there to help out. Yeah, we're having a decent time. It's going well out here. Yeah, exactly why I don't fly. Exactly. I'll turn into a pumpkin. I will in about 1 minute. Sherry runs late says the major series is very problem. I hope he gets better. I really do. I hope you can see the neurologist that you want. Unfortunately, family isn't always supportive. That's true. I think if you have that in your life, then you're lucky. And if you can at least find some good people to marry into the family, then you're more than you got more luck. You had a rabbit called Bob 3. Isn't that like code for something else? If you say that to the wrong person, they'll be like, "Oh, you've got a rabbit and you call it Bob 3? What happened to the other two battery-operated boyfriends? You know, must have worn them out." Uh, all right. There were no other. There were no others. There was only Bob 3. All right, guys. Hey, I better get to bed. Mrs. Pink's giving me the look like, hurry up and shut up and go to bed. So I better go. But I'll be back in the morning. We should be on real early, real early. Yeah, real. Sorry, I yawned again. We'll be on really, really early. Probably if that's 9, could be as early as 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, around 7, 8 p.m. Eastern, I'll be on, and we'll have a long show tomorrow. I'll take you guys on a walk. We'll go different places. We'll do that big drawing of the names, which thank you so much for all the people that have been super supportive. Tracy recently in the last couple of days, the other one, Penguin last night. I appreciate you guys so much. I wish I could tell you the crazy amounts of crap that's happened since we've been down here, but it's a story for another day. So, you know, traveling's always traveling's always it never goes to the way you think it's going to go, and it seems like everything you do ends up costing you more money. So I've really appreciated all the support. It really has helped a lot, taken a lot of stress off this weekend. So thank you very much. And yeah, those names will definitely go in the draw for tomorrow night. Laura T says, 90 nights, Wall Street dreams to Mrs. Ping. They say night night.
Good night.
Good night. Ruby says, night night, Ping and Mrs. Ping, enjoy tomorrow. I may not make it for the live. Yeah, I don't know when we're getting back. The wedding goes to like 2 a.m. or something, midnight. What time does the bus leave after the wedding?
Or after.
Yeah.
It's 2, I think.
What's the late one?
11:30 or something.
Yeah, so I think she said it was like 9:30 and 11:30, so it's an hour away from here. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like an hour. Yeah, it's got like an hour ride out there tomorrow. And then it's like an hour back at like 11:30. And, knowing your sister, she's going to make us help clean up while she gallivants and does whatever as a newlywed. So, so we might be back real late tomorrow. So that's why we got to get the show done early before. So the girls are going off in the morning. They're going off to get makeup and do hair and all those type of things. And Ping's going to sit here and do live stream. I'm going to sit here and do live stream while the girls have makeup and hair done because like I don't need that. So they're going over to a different hotel to go to do that with another part of the family. And I'm going to stay here and do multiple hours of live streaming. So, hey, come join me tomorrow I think it's going to be around 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern. which is like 10, 11 a.m. Australian time, something like that. So look for the live stream tomorrow, and yeah, can't wait to draw these hoodies. They're so cool, and I can't wait to find out who wins them. That'll be the good thing. So we're giving away two. One will go to the members, the people who've been supporting me for many months. Those people will get a chance to win the one with the emblem on in the corner right now, either in black and white or in color. That's either one. It's their choice. And then the big major one is for the super chats and the donations. That's the graffiti one that we've been advertising. That is, where can we get to that? How do we get to everything in this thing? Layout? No, that's not it. Settings? No, that's not it either. Ping doesn't know how to get to it. Oh, here we go up here. Brand. So these ones. So we're gonna give away one of these designs. I think giving away two. I can't remember how many we're giving away. I have to check the notes, but you guys will be able to choose. So who gets drawn first will be able to get to choose the first design. And once that goes, that's it. We're only giving away one of each. So I can't remember how we're doing. Let me check the notes. I'll know for you when we get back tomorrow. But the winners will be able to choose their own design, whichever one they like. By the way, I think it comes in any color from white to like yellow. White, yellow, blue, red, green. I think there's even a gold. So you guys can have whatever color. It doesn't have to be black. And there's a QR code on the back that'll lead you back to the channel. So if you show people and be like, hey, go to this channel, you can show them the back of your jumper and show them the QR code. So that'll be tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow for the, what is about 11, 8:30. Yeah, I think about 7:30, 8 p.m. at night, something like that. Something like that. Yeah, I will show you some photos. I can't show you any from the wedding, as the bride and grooms asked no photos be posted on social media until they post their photos. But we are taking like family professional photos, and I think if I ask the bride tomorrow, I'll ask her. I think we're allowed to show those as long as they're not wedding photos, like of the ceremony, the first kiss, the cutting of the cake, the first dance, that all that kind of crap. As long as like it's not that, I think it's okay. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Vicky says I'm up at 5 a.m. I'll see you tomorrow, Vicky. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Vicky's supported a lot. If Vicky doesn't win it, I'll be so surprised because she's sending so many donations. She might win it outright. Yeah, rewind, Diane. We took you on a walk. You got to see serial killer Ping. You got to see me looking like a serial killer. We had a fun live show actually. Yeah, you'll see it. I was wearing. I look pretty good tonight if I don't say so myself. I was wearing like gray chinos and like had these really cool like canvas shoes and like a white shirt that had like a not plaid design but like a cross. What do you call it? I don't know, like a check design. It was pretty cool. Seeing Ping in a button-up shirt is like a miracle. I wear them only 3 times in my life: when I get married, when I go to other people's weddings, and when I die. That's it. Other than that, I wear hoodies, and that's about all. Thank you. I do appreciate that. They do look cool. I'm glad they look so awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, around 7:30, 8:30. Look for the live stream, and yeah, come hang out with me. We're going to go for a walk around the local Tasmanian area. Finally, now that everyone's here, we've got some time to do it. So I'll see you then. Thanks for all the support. Love you all. Good night.